Hello and happy Sunday. This is your creative analysis lecture for the third week of our Joy Luck Club unit. And the creative analysis assignment, we get along here, is actually just a little preview of the untimed essay. So whenever we have an untimed essay, I like the creative analysis assignments that week to basically be the prompt so that you have some time to warm up your minds, to find a good answer, a strong idea that you can use in your essay. And the best questions on these AP Lit tests lend themselves to creative thinking anyway, so it's easy to make them come together. I'm going to give you an informal version of the prompt today, but it really is the same request of you. And you can click on that link there in the slides if you want to already see what is the prompt that I'll be looking at. So here's a word that I want to just draw attention to before we see it in the prompt. It is the word illuminates. And I've noticed that the AP Lit writers love this word. They use it so often to try to help you come up with ideas that are really meaningful to you. Illuminate means to shed light upon, or to elucidate, to clarify, to help explain. We are often going to see this word when they're asking you to capture the full essence of explaining some complicated thing. I think they know if they say, write how that idea matters in the novel, that you might find yourself stilted. And so they say, write how your idea illuminates. Write how your idea is part of a shining light, a body of thought that matters, that is mattering in a deep, enlightened way. And this word illuminates. I think it just is meant to bring to life whatever ideas that you might have percolating at the surface. So let's see it in context. Here is your assignment. Character foils, often just called foils, possess traits that shed light on qualities of the main character. For example, the behavior of the minor character might be used to highlight the weaknesses or strengths of the main character. In the Joy Luck Club, analyze how the relation between a minor character and a major character illuminates the meaning of the work as a whole. Right. So this is coming to us from a released AP Lit exam. It's the open question, which means of the 3 essays that you write for that exam, it's the last one. And it's where you select a novel where something interesting is happening in relation to the prompt. Of course, for this week, I want you to pick the Joy Luck Club. Okay, so what is a minor character? The foil says the argument or the definition is to compare a minor character to a major character. And I'm going to say it's relative. It's anyone who isn't the main character at that moment. But of course, in the Joy Luck Club, we have 7 narrators. And so we have 7 main characters. So people are shifting in whether or not they're minor or major. For example, Lindo Zhang is a minor character in Waverly's Rules of the Game. But she's a major character in The Red Candle. She's the main character. And then in the book we read just last, Jack is a foil to Ralph, who seems to be the main character of Lord of the Flies. But Jack is more main than Roger. So you could say Roger, the minor character Roger, is a foil to Jack. So Jack can shift from minor to major, depending on who you're comparing him to. But then there are some characters who are just always minor. Hyung Tai Tai is a minor character always. She never takes the main stage. She always exists as a foil. Rich is a minor character in 4 Directions. He remains a foil. He could still be interesting, but he's not as well-rounded as the main characters. Foil is a word that you're going to see, and the mnemonic device that I like is I think of aluminum foil. Aluminum foil is shiny, or at least one side of it is shiny. And it'll reflect things back. A good foil does that. A good foil reflects character traits of our main character or a major character. And that is the thing to take away here from the standard that we're looking at, which is 1C of our 7 strands. This is the first strand, the character strand. It is explain the function of contrasting characters. Well, when narrators, characters, or speakers compare another character to something or someone else, they reveal a perspective that they have on the compared character, and they might reveal something innate about that character. Foils serve to illuminate, there's that word illuminate, through contrast, the traits, the attributes, the qualities, the values of the compared character. Foil, shiny, aluminum, reflective foil will tell us something new or interesting about a main character. So, some examples and some thoughts that come to my mind as I think about this prompt and I think about what could I say? Like if I were writing the essay, what's interesting, what's worthy of argumentation? And I'm choosing, for the purposes of this exercise, Teresa, the girl who couldn't be killed, I call her, that she's a foil to Lena St. Clair in The Voice from the Wall. So if you remember, Teresa is the girl who Lena hears like every night fighting with her mom, until the one night that she knocks on Lena's door and says, I'm coming in, and I'm going to use your fire escape to sneak back up into my room. All right, so I'm just free-forming my ideas here. This isn't terribly organized. It's just a collection of what I think when it comes to foil about that character. So let me slide that over so you can actually read it. I'm not going to read it aloud for you here in the video, but press pause to see what I think here about foil. And then you can come back to the video. Go ahead and press pause and read it. All right, you're back. So I'm very interested in my initial thoughts about Teresa and Lena. And if you go back to that section, you'll see so much of this language that Lena lives in this deep fear, the death of 1,000 cuts, the worst possible thing. She's just fixated and anxious about these things that could happen to her. And Teresa represents all of those bad things. She thinks that these evil things are happening to Teresa all the time. When she actually meets Teresa, though, she realizes that she is fine. She's at least survived it all, and that changes Lena. I find that really interesting. And so this would be my topic for this week's essay, if I were picking it like you are. But choose whatever you like. It doesn't have to be obscure to be interesting. There are wonderful foils happening between the moms and the daughters. There's wonderful foils happening in more minor cases like Teresa. But that is your task. And when you're done, post it on your discussion board and also your BGD, and that will form, hopefully, the nice beginnings of your idea for the whole week that you'll take up in your organization. Right. All right, that's it.